Good day everyone, I am Clotter P. De La Cruz from Med24A, and today I will be presenting my Community Hazard and Vulnerability Assessment and DRRM strategy proposal for Taguig City. So this presentation will give us a clear idea of the hazard we face, the vulnerabilities in our community, and practical strategies we can apply to reduce disaster risk. In a DRRM video by Dr. Alfredo Maher Lagmay, I learned how important it is to understand certain key concepts. First one is the disaster. So a disaster is not just any problem. It's a disruption so severe that a community cannot cope without help. Secondly is the hazard. Hazard is anything with the potential to cause hurt, like a typhoon, earthquake, or even a fire. Exposure means the people, properties, and systems that are located in hazard-prone areas. In short, sila yung mga nasa danger zone. And lastly is the vulnerability that refers to the conditions that makes us more at risk, whether physical, social, economic, or environmental. DRRM is guided by four main pillars. First one is prevention and mitigation that focuses on stopping hazard from causing big damage. For example, building flood control systems. Secondly is preparedness that is all about making sure we're ready before a disaster hits through drills and early warning systems. Response is the quick action right after a disaster, like rescue operations. And lastly is the rehabilitation and recovery. So it is the long process of bringing life back to normal and rebuilding livelihood. Types of hazards. So there are four types of hazards. Number one is the hydrometeorological hazards. It excludes the flood, typhoon, and storm surge. Hazards na madalas nating nararanasan sa Pilipinas. Second is the geological hazards. Includes earthquakes, liquefaction, and landslides, which can cause major destruction. Third one is the biological hazards that are disease that outbreaks like dengue or COVID-19. And lastly is the human-induced hazards that happen because of human activity like fires and industrial accidents. So my community is the Taguig City. Taguig City is located in the southeastern part of Metro Manila, bordered by the Pasig River and Laguna de Bay. We have both highly urbanized zones and areas near waterways. Our city is home to a large population which is a mix of residential, commercial, and industrial spaces. And because of this combination, we face unique disaster risks. From my assessment, Taguig faces three main hazards. First is flooding, especially in low-lying areas near Laguna de Bay and the Pasig River. Second is the earthquakes and liquefaction, since we are near the West Valley Fault. Third is the fire, which is common in high-density residential areas built in light materials. So, the community vulnerabilities. For flooding, our vulnerabilities include poor drainage systems, families living along waterways, and clogged canals from rains. So, for earthquakes naman is we have old structures that are not earthquake resistant and high population density that makes evacuation harder. For fire naman is narrow streets that make it difficult for fire trucks to respond quickly, and overcrowded settlements increase the risk of the fire spread. So to address these hazards, I propose two key strategies. First one is the under prevention and mitigation. We can do regular dredging of drainage systems and strictly enforce no dumping laws to reduce flooding. Second is under preparedness. We should conduct regular earthquake drills and put up clear evacuation routes signs so residents know exactly where to go when disaster strikes. So for response, we can organize barangay volunteer fire brigades with proper equipment so they can respond before a fire grows bigger. And lastly is for rehabilitation and recovery. We can create temporary livelihood programs for flood affected families to help them recover faster and avoid falling deeper into poverty. So for the conclusion and reflection na is, in summary, the gig faces multiple hazards due to its location and dense population. DRRM is not just about reacting to disasters. It's about preventing them, preparing for them, and recovering quickly when they happen. The best defense is a well-informed and well-prepared community. Kaya importante po ang pagkikilahok ng bawat isa. So, this is the reference for this presentation, and that's all po. Thank you for the listening.